What's good, YouTube? This video is going to be about how to get him back after you royally effed up everything beyond a repairable extent. That's the question. And they put in parentheses, betrayal, harm, abuse. But before I start, this video is sponsored by Let's Get Checked. Did the last person you sleep with have an STD? Do you really know? It's all fun and games until it ain't. Click the link and get your own home sexual health test kit today if you're too embarrassed by the process of going to the clinic in person. If it's too awkward for you, if it's too inconvenient. Whatever is holding you back from that shouldn't hold you back from at least knowing your status, even if that means getting a test kit sent to you. You can get everything from a home sexual health test kit to a colon screening if you want to, all at home. It's hot girl summer season, we know this, but if you're gonna have a hot girl summer, at least have a hot girl's health regimen. You're not invincible, you're just horny. And most of you don't know where the hell these guys have been. Most of them don't even know where they've been. Think about it. Everybody's sleeping with everybody. And people don't even want to stop and put on protection because it kills the mood and the intensity of the passion, let alone talk about their sexual health status or really consider it. The coupon code KEV20 gets you 20% off any test kits you get. They also have men's health test kits, and a lot of us know men who will not go to the doctor. They're so busy taking care of everyone else that they neglect to take care of themselves. Consequently, a lot of men are dying very young, in their 50s, when they don't need to. But they don't know their numbers, and their wives and their daughters and their cousins and their friends can't get them to go to the hospital and go to a doctor's office. If necessary, if you have a family member like that, bring the test to them. These results are looked over by real doctors, and you will be contacted by real nurses and real medical professionals with the next steps regarding your test, no matter which test you get. In some cases, a prescription can even be given to you over the phone and sent to your local pharmacy. We got to do better, y'all. Please don't guess and gamble with your health, especially your sexual health. Buy a test for you or your loved one at the link below. Now onto this topic. All right. Now, this reminds me of Amber Heard. This reminds me of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And you've admitted here betrayal, harm, and abuse. That's kind of rough there. That sounds like the Amber Heard situation. And again, I don't think that Johnny Depp is, beyond reproach. I don't think that he's a perfect person, but it's clear who was the abuser in that relationship from court documents, from the testimonies, and from the recordings of her literally admitting to and apologizing for being physical. I think that when you talk about betrayal, you're talking about sexual betrayal, cheating, emotional cheating, physical cheating. When you talk about harm and abuse, you're talking about intentionally saying mean, nasty things and then putting your hands on someone. I feel like you've done the Amber Heard. So how to get him back after you've done the Amber Heard to your man? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think you need him back. I think that you need some counseling. I think that you need to figure out what has caused you to do these things to this man. I think that you need to figure out why you've become the abuser in these relationships. I think you need to look into who you want to be and practice being that person in your other relationships. Because when you're abusive to a man, or anyone for that matter, whether man or woman, but in this case it's you, when you're abusive to a man, you're not just abusive to him. I'm not known an abusive person who was only abusive to the person that they were sleeping with or going home to. In general, abusive people are abusive to a lot of different people, and they're abusive in a lot of different types of relationships, right? They have a friend that they abuse, that they get over on, that they mistreat. Not all of the friends, not the ones they respect, but they always have a pincushion or a punching bag friend. They always have a pincushion or a punching bag family member. They always have a pincushion or a punching bag coworker. They abuse in multiple scenarios and multiple situations and multiple relationship types. While it's not always called that, because most people don't really quantify abuse outside of love and romantic relationships. When you think about the trajectory and the dynamics that they create in their relationships, the directions that they flow, they're pretty abusive in a lot of different relationships a lot of times. So if you're that person, if you've effed up beyond a repairable extent, you've betrayed him, you've harmed him, and you've abused him, you're likely doing this to someone else in your life. So if they haven't left you or put you down or got you out of their life, which they probably should, to be quite honest, you can start by trying to treat them better. Start practicing with the people who haven't left you, to treat them better, to be better, to start serving your relationships instead of seeking to be served, instead of seeking to be the abuser. I don't think that you deserve this man back if you've done these things. People often think that, I'm just here to coach women. But to be quite honest, a healthier populace of women, healthier, stronger, smarter, more capable, more competent, more ready, more empowered, more inspired, more motivated women create better wives and better women for healthy men. It is my motivation to help men through helping women, to create healthy families and healthy relationships with children that don't have to overcome or get counseling or break the generational curse from both of their parents being screwed up because they met each other as two particles and two pieces of humans instead of two whole humans. We need to be better as families. We need to be better as couples. So for me, helping women helps men. So I don't just think women are the abused, women are the taken advantage of, women are always the victims, and men don't deserve any consideration. I'm here to protect men as well as women. Even so, I just find that my methodology to empower women away from weak-ass men is a much more effective and efficient way of creating that result than trying to teach men to be better, because the ones that need to be better aren't looking to be better, so they don't listen to these types of messages. All that to say, I wouldn't advise a man to take you back if you've been all of these things. I just wouldn't. You don't deserve them. You've already damaged him enough. You need to go figure out why you're so screwed up. You need to go figure out why you were capable of those things, why you had the propensity to do those things, why you had the motivation to mistreat a person to that degree. That's a problem. And that doesn't just leave because you regret losing him. That doesn't just leave because he's not in your life anymore, because you're mourning the loss of a relationship or a resource in him. Just because you're sad doesn't make you a better person. So who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? And how do you get there? You need counseling, but you don't need him back. Your question of how to get him back after you royally effed up everything beyond a repairable extent. If you betrayed him and if you've harmed him and you've abused him, you don't deserve him back. This is the lesson that you need, not to do this again. This is it. Take the lesson, learn the lesson. It's a painful lesson. It'll stick with you for a while, and it can be your motivation. It can be your inspiration to be a better person in all of your relationship dynamics, not just your next romantic one. But this one is screwed. If he's smart at all, he'll stay the hell away from you, and be honest with you. If these things are right, if you're telling the truth about what you did in this relationship, you can't get him back, and you shouldn't get him back. You probably can if he's a sucker. If he took this shit, he'll probably take some more shit from you, but he'd be a dumbass to do it, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think anybody should be taking shit from anybody, man or woman. That's just how I am. So get some counseling. Practice what you learn in counseling. Practice your coping mechanisms. Practice your new tools in the relationships that you haven't destroyed yet. For the people who haven't abandoned you because of the way you treat them. Learn how to be better to the people you have in your life. Practice being a better person to them, a better friend, a better family member, a better coworker, whatever. Practice being better to the people around you and making good people decisions and making good person decisions day to day. Maybe it's you, maybe it's not. But you have to learn how to be better and show up better in your relationships before you even deserve better. I'm just being honest. So I wish you luck, but you need to do some growing. And right now you just feel bad because you've lost something. That doesn't make you a better person. Feeling sad doesn't make you a better person. Missing him doesn't make you a better person. You can be a good person. We all have the propensity. We all have the capability to evolve, to grow, and to learn, including you. But you have to commit to that before you get a better result. And you can do it. I've seen people do it. There are recovering narcissists online that have channels dedicated to overcoming narcissism. It's literally a thing now. So if narcissism is a thing that you actually have, which is probably likely if you've done those things, then you can be a better person. You can discover how to grow out of that, or at least live within it in the absence of destroying your relationship. So I would focus on that. And I would get that under control before you started another relationship where you betrayed and harmed and abused someone. Anyway, I hope that helps. You're not beyond repair. You're not beyond hope. You can be who you want to be, but you have to be actively that person. You have to be practicing and habitually being a better person. You have to have a pattern set of being better before you add yourself to another relationship and expect better to happen. All right? Anyway, I hope that helps. Follow me at KFIC24 on Instagram. I'll get with y'all later.